rainbow of war machines.
What are you looking at me for? There's a great show going on right in front of you. And look, there stands the world-famous Reginald the Entertainer. Better check it out if you don't want to miss the time of your life. Oh, I'm nothing but your average man taking in the best show I've ever seen. I'm amazed and astounded that for a meager gold coin or two, I can take in this first-rate entertainment all day long. Well, I've stumbled into quite the fine gig. I just let my appreciation for Reggie's work be known, and he slips me a few gold coins in return. My voice happens to carry pretty far. Cecile hears me. Cecile wants to see what the fuss is all about. And let me tell you, this amazing show just can't be beat. Well, drawing a crowd's what I do best, and I'd be glad to do it for your little show. 100 gold up front, and yours will be the hottest ticket in Cecile. 98, 99, 100. Looks like all's in order, Chief. So, ready for a bigger crowd than you can shake a stick at? Stand back and watch this.
New elephant, who is said to have known Sigurd himself.
Cecile, what you're made of!
Fantastic!
Beer and flatulence. My word! What is it this time? Katerina's given the go-ahead, has she? Oh, very well then. Tell me when you're ready to begin, and I'll show you to your places and gather you whatever crowd of drunken yokels can be prevailed upon to watch you flail about on stage. Ready for your trial by fire, you mean? There's no more savage foe than an audience, my dear. Not planning on playing to an empty audience, are you? Wait until I've gathered some victims to witness the spectacle, and then you can begin. Any last word?
You hear distant mutterings of curiosity as a small crowd shuffles toward your stage. A few moments longer, and everyone will be seated.
It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost named Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst for colour. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Oh, it won't be the worst indignation I've suffered.
To wait around doing nothing.
The stage is yours.
Bravo!
The crowd breaks into an approving chuckle. Continue, by all means.
Simply marvelous.
Oh, I hope there's an encore.
Bravo!
Oh, I hope there's an encore.
Eager to hear more, the crowd leans forward with great interest. One lady in the back is already chuckling. She must have heard this one before.
Fantastic!
The crowd's curiosity is piqued. Oh, do go on before they explode.
Simply
Oh, I hope there's an encore.
Simply marvelous. Good
Simply
show.
That's it, Source Hunter. You've got this joyful crowd right where you want them. Now, take them on home.
Encore.
Bravo! Good show.
Bravo!
Good show! Fantastic!
Oh, I
They
hope
like
there's
you. They really, really like you. Well done, Source Hunter.
Can you spare a coin? 1 coin or 2, noble spirit? 1 coin or 2? Thank you, kind one. Oh, I am a happy man, and certainly a humble one now. It turns out losing it all has its own... A fool once was I, and ever seeking greater satisfaction than that which I already enjoyed. In my folly, I sought the counsel of those notorious Watcher statues on the western cliffs. Their guidance, I'd heard they were not to be trusted, that they gave fools' advice to the fools who sought them, but somehow I believed that I was the exception. They told me that I would find fame and renown if I renounced my worldly possessions, all my worldly possessions, and became a great fire. The most thorough cleanser was my method. But as my house burned in front of me, I felt no elevation, no piety, only the sudden weight of my own idiocy upon my very soul. May the soul of Astartes smile upon you, kind stranger.
So those statues told him he'd have to renounce his earthly possessions to become a spiritual leader, did they? Some of the richest people in the world are also some of the most miserable. Gold can purchase many things, but neither joy nor wisdom are among them.
You there! Sit! Stay a while. Right in front. I'll excite you. Don't pity me. No, sir. Just a few years ago, I was the all-singing, all-dancing, all-sense... When Reginald came, he brought some fantastic prop with him. Now, have you seen it? A talking head. Now, I never expected a silly gimmick like that. It seems even my usually choosy audience has been taken in by that hack's little gizmo. I'm a man of skill, sleight of hand, feats of wit, and even when there's no crowd to speak of, old Reggie still has at least one fan calling bravo and hee-haw. Sure as the sun sets that one devotee attracts 5 more, and those 5 more all... I don't know how he inspires such loyalty with less talent contained between his hat and his boots than I've in my crusty handkerchief. I, a person whose sole job is to praise the performance and stir a crowd. A genius invention. No wonder Reginald has had such... Please, you must hire him for me. Imagine the scowl on that con man's face when my... Hear the stage calling you.
He couldn't have sprouted legs and one dog.
Can't you hear the stage calling you?
Show is a doozy!
Oh, that Gallagher is quite the performer. One of my own ilk. Sometimes all the flies need is a... Oh, just like old times. The rush, the thrill.
This is the finest show in the land!
Wow.
Stefan! I will never forget you.
Performers, showmen, show all of them. Sightseeing what you're made of.
venture too far out of town if I were you. Many legionnaires did... Those folks in Paris are free to go. Get the shiny ring.
Sorry, sir.
Attention! Come on, race!
The beast speaks, so you've half a brain behind that feral maul, have you?
The cretin's question crossed her lips.
Hey, who's that then? Come on, stand where my good eye can see you.
Easy, Tull. That's the source hunter you're talking to.
She may have the look of a woman if you squint hard enough, but she's no more than a We got reports of a strange-looking outsider skulking through the town with her bow drawn. I found her crouched behind a tree, taking aim at a fat old rat trotting along. I tapped her on the shoulder to see what was what, and the beast startled like a wild cat and lunged right at...
Bit Tull you right in the face, she did. It wasn't pretty, and now it's got a chunk ripped.
Enjoy it while you can, Ver. There's not another legionnaire in the cohort that'll have you if I go rabid.
Well, that's to be decided. She doesn't seem to be sick, despite Tully's moaning. We can't keep her here forever, but we can't well send her into the wild.
That's a mighty big if. We can't have one of our team wandering off into the wilds when we need her to be watching our backs.
Can't say I'm surprised. You wouldn't want an untamed thing like that sleeping next to you at night. Now it's for us to decide.
If I've got my say, we'll take her into the woods and put her down.
Sorry, sir.
Ice blue eyes narrow beneath a heavy brow streaked with sweat and dust. Her hand...
Her brow knits together, but something in her pose relaxes. I am Bear Daughter. I have not come here to find trouble with the Screech woman. She only startled me. And you are a source hunter. I have heard many tales of your order. This woman here, the one who now plots her revenge, she crept behind me while I was hunting, and I only defended myself. I would not hurt an innocent Screech woman on purpose. But soon their swords were upon me, and they forced me into this cage meant for dogs. Mother would rip the fur from her chest if she could see.
Say, Source Hunter, do you reckon the vendor's got any rather large, burlap sacks lying about? And
Well, that's to be decided. She doesn't seem to be sick, despite Tully's moaning. We can't keep her here.
Sir, no, sir.
After all, a fearless hunter might prove quite useful.
Well, that's a relief, ain't it? We found a good home for her.
heed me, Source Hunter. She's not good for anything more than cannon fodder. And don't turn your back...
Recruits, that was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
Sorry, sir. Source Hunter. I have heard tales both grand and terrible about the world of humans. I myself was caged one moment and freed the next by your... In Home Forest, every creature acts according to the nature of its kind. Birds frighten easily, badgers fear little. But amongst men, there are no guarantees. It is strange to stand with one foot in the forest and the other in the city, Source Hunter. I am glad that now I have you standing beside me, even if one burns hot while the other wheezes cold. Perhaps in time I will come to know my own kind as you have, and perhaps then I will decide for myself whether ours is a noble kind.
How can I help you, my friend?
What have we here, then? A so-called source hunter, eh? Well, look, do what you must in Sicil, but don't make waves and don't interfere with the legions of gods above! Some politician snuffs it and everyone's in an uproar! Ridiculous! I told that wizard brat of an Ahu not to bother, but he just had to send for source hunters. Nevertheless, I want to be kept in the loop. Understand? I am in command of this town, not Mayor Cecil, not Ahu, and definitely not some hotshot source hunter. So investigate Jake's death if you feel so inclined, but report back to me the moment you discover something out of the ordinary. The scene of the crime is over at the King Crab Inn. You can tell the guard you have my permission to enter. Now off with you! Esmeralda is Jake's wife. Well, widow. Everyone in town, down to the crabs on the beach, is convinced she killed him. Now, the girl has the reputation of being a flirt. There is that. But that doesn't suffice as evidence, wouldn't you say? Or do source hunters rely on hearsay alone, perhaps? That certainly would explain some of the What? You're going to stand there and claim with a straight face your order never wrongly tortured and executed anyone? Hardly. But I won't stand for such nonsense. If you bring evidence before me, I'll evaluate it with perfect objectivity. The Legion...
Hello, proportionate one. Oh, I can see from the symmetry in your face that you are a great fan of the fine art. I'm a painter by trade, as you can see, but a cartographer at heart. You might think there isn't enough work for one of my talents in a downtrodden city like Sicil, and you'd be quite right. I travel around Andervale, mastering my craft and finding new subjects to add to my litany of lovely portraits and complex maps. Like this rooster I'm working on now, and the landscape looks
Oh, hello, love. Nice day for a little stroll.
Don't scuttle away before you've tried some of the ocean's finest bounty.
I'm dead if...
Right there. Until you've received the captain's permission to enter, not exactly the friendliest bloke, the captain, is he? Well, your reward for getting your ear chewed off is a waltz through the town's finest
Is this a dream?
I don't think so. That stone. Somehow it sent us flying into the stars.
Terrible, terrible! By the quill that lasts a billion words, what's this? 2 Rivalonians here? At the end of space and... Oh, yes, proper introductions. Zigzags the historian at your service. It is my job to record. As for how I got here, well, for a historian appointed by the gods themselves, hopping to the end of time is as easy as 1, 2, 3. How you got here, though? That's a rather more interesting question. On such a tiny and rapidly shrinking vestige of space and time, I wouldn't have expected to find a soul but my own shadow. At last a question I can answer most definitively. I mentioned already that this place is the end of time. If that time ought naturally to have no end at all. Indeed, I can think of no worse nightmare for a chronicler such as myself. But something told... Show, don't tell, I always say. So go, peer through yonder looking lens and feast your soup.
Might be quite mad.
Then we'd better appease him and have a look through the looking lens.
You saw? Terrifying, isn't... What's this? The portal. It's the portal. It's quite sprung to life, just like the long dormant flames that decorate this observatory. After all, you, dear stranger, you must be the key. Something about your presence here is causing those torches alight. This portal active once more. It cannot be coincidence. Goodness me, how right you are. There's so much to take in, I'd nearly forgotten. And what you saw has been haunting my mind since I first... It is the void itself. The dragon that is devouring creation. I can't say for sure where it came from, how or why, but I do know this. It's shrinking our future by the second. And if we don't stop it, it will devour the past. And it's not that I believe, it's that I have seen. Long have I been waiting here, hoping that one day, then, no longer than a few mere moments after you arrive, zap it goes. Though I cannot say for certain. If it is what I believe, then our prayer... In fact, every last question that ever plagued your noggin might well be answered. But why spoil the mystery? As soon as we leave... After you. Oh, what wonder... Yes! Just as I hoped. There it is. Come, don't delay.
And he's off.
It seems the imp has spotted exactly who and what he'd hoped to find here.
Could it be, milady? The weave...
Indeed, Sir Imp. As surely as...
Astounding! Unbelievable! I have so many questions...
You have brought guests, I see.
My reaction exactly, milady. It was their arrival here at the end of time that instigated my finding you.
This is a question better put to our guests themselves. Tell us, how did you arrive upon this plane? A stone. So, it was a stone that caused the great shock of energy that brought you here. Not like this, no. What happened to you is unique in never had I experienced something so contrary to my nature. to weave something I had, but yours has. You appeared before me from the moment you came into contact with that stone. Starstone. I now know.
But, Madam Weaver, how is it possible? Do you not see all? Have you not woven...
Like the stones, your guests are a mystery to me. I see them before me in this world, source hunters. It would seem that yourselves and Starstone are inextricably linked. Why and how, I cannot say. But I do believe that finding more stones will reveal to me who... Starstone is not what it seems, Source Hunter. Its true nature must be part of a greater secret. Do you see what violence my work has suffered? What wound...
Mysteries of all time. Gaps in history. Oh, how they've torn...
It would appear that Starstone transforms at your touch, granting me new thread by which to mend the tapestry. Thus...
I see. What the void would shrink.
Yes. Though I cannot explain why this Starstone is the antidote to the void's ravishment of our... If we do not restore time, if we do not discover the true nature of these stones, the void will consume us all. Indeed you must, though I may not yet understand why. It seems that you and you alone can unlock the powers within Starstone. Yet we are not the only entities who know these stones to be so much more.
Why, of course, that's what they were doing. I have recorded their doings, you see. Collectors of Starstone, more and more by the day. Now I understand. They'd keep...
Without these stones, Hunter, there will be no Rivellon. The entire tapestry will crumble. Even this plane will fall victim.
That shall never be, milady. As sure as Zix comes before Zax, we will put a stop to it. First, we mend the tapestry. Please, our most mysterious guest. Are you ready? Are you willing? Come. I've got something for you if you're up to the...
Not but a moment ago, we were hunting Source in Rivellon, and now we're being told that we alone can prevent the end of time by way of some magical stones. What do you make of it? Still, it's quite a leap from finding a strange stone to placing the world's salvation on our shoulders.
Gaze and the set of your brow. No, with you searching out Starstone, I believe we'll mend the tapestry in no time. But you'll need a way to travel between Rivellon and this homestead, won't you? Who wouldn't want to see what fantastic changes your... Luckily, the power of portals is known to you, so I'll let you in on the little secret of how to transport back and forth from the end of time. Just, don't go sharing it around. Off you go, then. You've Starstone to find, and I've a tapestry to examine. Surely there must be some clue here as to how on earth you're related to the end of time.
Cross my heart, hope to fade in the void. I honestly don't know. But ask her. If she claims it is so, perhaps she knows why.
Like the imp said to the ballista operator, shoot! Wouldn't it just? Would that I had a Starstone sightseeing guide. Just like yourselves, Starstones are curiously absent from history, both from what I can gather, though. They were once cherished by devious sorcerers whose reign ended long ago. The stones are therefore most likely to be found in the ancient ruins, caves, the lairs of long-forgotten evils. Those are the dens you should frequent. 2 more pieces of advice. Don't go unarmed, neither do I. But the mere fact that activated Starstone has set the Weaver of Time weaving again more than implies. This in turn more than implies that you are the Void's natural enemy, for it is you who is setting new events in motion. You who is handing the Weaver new threads. And that which she is weaving is more than an ornament to decorate. We may not understand the how yet, but our aim is clear. We shall save creation from the grip of the void. Now, isn't that a lovely mission? Oh, I don't know if I'm more than those things per se, but having been given a divine mission does have its perks. Old age can't touch me, that's one. Immortality is mine as long as no one skewers me with a sword. But of course I have a price to pay for something that is priceless. It is my duty to record all of history, and an arduous task that is. So, gather those Starstones so that we may know the history that was lost. Know so that we must not repeat what leads us to this dangerous precipice, but do better and close the dark eye of the void forever. Lonesome, observing the frontier of creation, surfing the vibrant tide of the eons, always approaching yet never reaching shore. Well, yes, actually. I don't mean to complain, but one certain. Perhaps you can imagine the profound pleasure it is to have made the Weaver's acquaintance after all these years. I can hardly wait to pick her brain about the great battle of the sons of Sigurd. The last Rivellonian who remained. Before you go, Source Hunter, a final word. Once you return to Rivellon, there will be someone waiting for you. My agent, my eyes and ears upon your world. I hope he'll be able to help you as much as he can. Time, I need hardly remind you, is of the essence.
Source Hunters, I welcome you once again to the realm of Rivellon after your travels through the chasms of space. Nice to have found a shelter, wouldn't you agree? Where you can come to... I know the imp historian has told you about his agent on Rivellon, and that agent is I. So now that you know of the alliance between me and Sir Zigzag, and I'll be delighted to give it. Dark webs are being woven around these parts, and it is my firm belief starstones are the flies the sorcerer spiders are trying to catch. It can therefore hardly be a coincidence that Councillor Jake was a collector of the stones we seek. His foul murder and the plight of dying time must somehow... That means the task you have been given remains crucial. Find the assassin that did away with Jake, for you're bound to stumble upon Starstone along the way. While you were being lectured by our friend the historian and the grande dame of time, I snuck into his... The advantage of being a cat, you know. You go where you please with impunity. And that's where I saw them in a cabinet. Mere slivers, but specks of starstones nonetheless. They lay there, silent and innocent, though bloody murder may have been committed in their name. Don't we all long for a sanctuary where our worldly troubles can be held at bay? A bed or a basket, but perhaps I speak only for myself, not for veterans such as yourselves that by necessity call any patch of ground they rest upon. Like any cat worth its salt, though, I deeply cherish a secret refuge unbeknownst to anyone. To be able to repose without a care is such a precious circumstance, save it all too seldomly. Let me phrase it like Zigzags might. A universe without time is like a pen without ink. A pointless instrument stripped of the I'll not pretend to have all the answers, or that I understand all that is happening here and out there among the stars. But if Zigzags worries, I worry. We are talking about a creature, after all, that has reclined among the divines as nonchalantly as you and I lays beside the hearths of home. I met him first, a long time ago, out in the wastes of Youthful Gore. He wondered aloud what on earth a cat was doing out there in the scorching desert. So I told him who I was and showed him my human form. He laughed and marveled. In the end, he even shared his great sorrow with me. The unspeakable thing you saw through his looking lens. I was awed and frightened, but swore to help him in any... Oh, before you go, here, take this teleporter pyramid. You'll need the other one too if you want to make use of its powers, but alas, I seem to have misplaced it. Don't worry though. Use this one here and it'll... Now that this matter has been settled, hunters, I shall detain you no longer. But rest assured, I'll do my share of hunting too. So if you spot a...
Gods! What is going on here? First I have to shoo away a creeping white tomcat, and now there's a perfect stranger in my bathroom. Get out, will you? Magical pyramid, eh? Frivolous and lecherous magic, more like. Leave my house. Out! No! If you please! Much longer. Dear, will smell this lady from a field away. I'll save a leg of something good for when she begins to starve. stand there.
What's that gleam?
Away with you!
Say, no one's around. You wouldn't raise a fuss if I...
Borrow, indeed. I'll sooner meet a cat wizard than see that merchant
Come now! I'll be good for it, I swear! I never would have dreamt of resorting to petty theft during better times. But what choice have I got now? So what do you think? Should I snag him?
Yes, you know what they say about giving a man a fish. This man should learn to stand on his own 2 feet.
I suppose you've got a point. Another... A hungry man, you know.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
To leave the city is to venture into danger.